Hello, pirates. Hello, friends. I'm A. Giuliano. It's a Sunday now. It's the wee hours of the morning on Sunday, the 9th of January. I'm here to share with you pirate chain price charts, RBTC. Well, on the daily price chart, what have we got here? We've got a potential pop, really, in the making. Could be finding some bottoming here and having a pop. I don't know how high it'll go. Maybe only 2,500 Satoshis, roughly. Maybe it'll get higher. But I just wanted to share what I'm seeing. So what are we seeing here? Let's zoom in. So on the daily price chart, we're just below this support resistance line and could be turning around. We're at the lower end of the Bollinger Band, second time here. And of course, the price could keep dumping further, but with the signal here on the MACD, it looks like it's so ready to cross over. This is a daily price chart, and it relates as well with the weekly price chart, where when we look at the weekly time frame, we'll see that it also has this continued, wow, this looks big here though, this continued relatively positive momentum where we are making lower and lower negative momentum bars here on this histogram. So it's not quite there yet. That's why I'm saying I don't think it's going to be a big, huge pop, that continues, with a further impulse higher and a bigger degree wave up. However, I do see the price trying to challenge the cloud. That's why I say, this level here around 2,500 Satoshis is, that's the lower end of the cloud there. But even challenging 2,900, 3,000 Satoshis is a reasonable play. And also, I wanted to recognize here, so we also have this downtrending resistance coming up. So I don't see why the price wouldn't pop up above it and then come back down. That's fine, but at least come up and then down. So that's a potential right there. I like that potential. So what happens when we look on lower term time frames? Currently, on the lower term time frame here, we are below the Ichimoku cloud on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Oh wait, I just wanted to double check here on the Bollinger Bands on the daily. Yeah, we're at the lower end, right? So can go towards the 20-day moving average, and then try and get higher above it to the top end of the Bollinger Band towards the Ichimoku cloud resistance. We'll see, and above that downtrending resistance supply line there. So at this point here, we go into the 4-hour time frame. The other thing I wanted to recognize on the daily is that we make a 1-to-1 zigzag. If that is indeed the case, that we're making some form of corrective zigzag pattern here, then we would be completing it if it's a 1-to-1, right? The other thing is, again, because of course it could go more than 1-to-1, it could go 1-6-1-8 or anything in between there. Anyway, we reached the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, found some support, retested that, confirmed it. Now we're above the 20-period average, narrowing Bollinger Bands, looking to reach the Ichimoku cloud, the descending 20-period moving average here. And yeah, so on that note, I think that the 4-hour time frame looks like, you want to pay attention to it, but unless it breaks down and starts impulsing down further, which is possible, especially if Bitcoin dumps. But our chain held a decent sideways action during some of this Bitcoin dumping. And I use that word lightly, dumping. Anyway, we're at the top end of the Bollinger Band, above the higher end, the upper end, above the 20-period moving average. It's starting to narrow, and yeah, so let's see a pop. Here's the 200-period moving average. So the question is, can it get above the cloud and hang on to it? Because this level here is about 2,500 Satoshis. So maybe it pushes through the cloud, but then it finds resistance, ultimately confluencing with this type of moving average, and then eventually falls back down. We'll see. It'll be interesting to watch. Continued move in the RSI to looking for it to get higher, and then oops, sorry. And then if we go into the MACD, you can see, okay, there's room for it to continue with some positive momentum. So that's the only way on the 4-hour that it would continue. Otherwise, well, maybe we are not going to continue. You know, that is a possibility, but on the daily, it seems to show the potential to push higher. On the 4-hour, it shows the potential to push higher, although it's less clear on the MACD. And on the then we say, okay, look, what happens if we look at a 1-hour chart? A 1-hour chart, because we start zooming in even further and saying, what are we correlating with lower time frames? 1-hour chart looks like it could start moving positive. Also on the 1-hour chart, if we look at where the price is, it just recently pushed above the cloud, and not only that, the price has confirmed that the cloud here, we're looking to hold that with some higher lows. And then on top of that, the Bollinger Bands are starting to narrow. All right. And yeah, so as long as the price can stay above this 20-period average, now we have the 200-period average coming down. So maybe it's going to get squeezed and fall back down. But ultimately, we're looking for the price to get back above. Also, here's that support resistance line again. So if we can get back above that, that's great, and continue higher, then that would be lovely. Although, you know, the price is starting to round now, so maybe this resistance is enough, and we're not going to quite see it yet. It might take a couple more days. We'll see. But I do get the sense that at some point there might be a little pop. Well, we'll find out. Stick around for more. We're going to find a weekly candle closing. The only issue here I see is we have 3 green candles already, so on the daily price chart. So 3 days in a row of something green, although we are currently building this candle here of the 9th of January. And we're still below this horizontal support resistance line. And so that is relative, that's weak enough. It's definitely weak enough that nothing is guaranteed here in terms of, yeah, fine, the MACD really looks like it's ready to cross over into a signal for some positive bullish momentum here. But yeah, it can turn around for sure, or it can just be some small fizzly stuff. But I'm waiting for something at least up to these levels. Come on, up to 2400, and if then, why not up to 2500? I might as well. All right, let's find out. Until next time, I think I'm done for now. We're going to take a look at the weekly chart. Ooh, that's kind of intermediate. Yeah, the only thing I'd say that I don't like about this weekly chart is in this candle, this is still a very much like an intermediate candle. It could be a pausing candle. This green candle here, it can be a pausing candle. So we came down, we're pausing, and we'll come down further. But anyway, none of that is completely unexpected, but at the same time, it could be a turnaround candle. Anyway, let's see what happens though. These candles are not showing follow through from the turnaround, so that's the only issue that I see. So in that sense, you know, probably needs a bit more time to clear out, and maybe we don't even get that pop above the line first. Yeah, stick around and see. I still would like to see that price get above, but you know, sometimes it has to go down first before it can go back up. So that's what we're going to watch for. Anyway, stick around. This is a daily price chart compared to a weekly. I still think we have a chance here on the daily to go for it. Why not? You can make a high around here. To match with these prices here. Or you can make the high around here. That's around the 3,000 Satoshis level. Let's keep it on the safe side around the 2600 level. All right, that's it for now. Until next time, wishing you, that's a nice 17% or so. Yeah. Wishing you some love, peace, and happiness. Take care of yourselves. All right, goodbye.